$10 car washes every weekend, only at Airpark Canterbury.
Well, the police Eagle helicopter is returning to Christchurch as of tomorrow to combat crime and serious youth offending. Canterbury Police District Commander Superintendent Tony Hill is with me by phone on this. Hello, Tony. Thanks for your time.
No problem. How are you?
Very well, thank you, sir. What was the trigger point for launching this 2-month operation?
Well, we were alarmed by the escalation in the offending, not the numbers, but just the seriousness of this over the last, last few weeks. And so we've put together a special operation. We've got up to about 30 staff that will be working on that from time to time. And we've also got, of course, our front line that will be deploying to the locations that we think that could possibly be targeted by these offenders. And, of course, our detectives who have been rapidly working on the offences that have been committed. And on that note, Chris, actually, in the last hour, we've arrested a 17-year-old male that we believe has had a pivotal role in organising this offending. So we're hoping this arrest and the others that will follow behind it will bring this offending to an end.
That's fantastic news, Tony. Is that the police operation that was in New Brighton earlier this afternoon?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Excellent stuff. Okay, so that's one offender or another offender in these 17s. That's good news. Tony, how often will Eagle be in the air and what specific role will it play in these youth offending incidents? I suppose the other question is, will this be a reactive situation? Will it be monitoring the skies in Christchurch, across Christchurch, or will it be only reactive? How are you going to sort of play that?
Well, I don't want to show my hand too much, Chris, but I suppose. But look, it will be in the skies over the next few days, and it'll be down here as of tomorrow. But our priority is around preventing this youth offending that has been occurring. So we'll have them focused on locations that we believe are of interest to us, and perhaps even including some of the addresses we know that these youth are frequent at.
You've said that there will be youth targeting teams will be boosted by extra staff. How many additional officers have you brought in?
So these are all Canterbury-based staff that were brought into this investigation. Some of them work for other work groups, but as I said earlier, we're going to have up to about 30 staff over the entire operation. But the actual youth crime team itself, we've doubled our numbers in there. So we've got up to about 10 staff in there at the moment who are actively working on the offenders that we need to go and locate.
Tony, in your press release earlier you mentioned the frustration in the community. What reassurance can you give business owners and residents who feel the current situation has been escalating?
Well, what we do know is that when we actively target these offenders, then the offending levels drop right off. So we know that there's a small number of offenders who are doing a large percentage of this offending. So we want to actively get out there and apprehend them, and then, of course, we'll get the flow-on effect of them being able to go about their business and operate safely.
Tony, just a couple of updates for us, if you will. I know this terrible incident with the store worker in Opawa who was seriously injured in the robbery involving, I think, 3 young people. You arrested a 14-year-old. This person who was arrested this afternoon, do we think they may be linked to that crime?
Well, that's what we're working on at the moment. We believe that he has had a role in this, but we will hopefully have that person before the courts tomorrow morning. We'll and potentially have some more detail for everyone tomorrow about that.
Okay, and a similar incident, of course, happened in Heathcote where a store worker was ordered on the ground at gunpoint. How has the investigation gone with that, Tony?
Yes, that's progressing very positively as well. So we're hoping in the next 24 hours we'll be able to give more information about that. But I think what the community should be reassured about, our team have worked tirelessly at piecing these offences together, working out who's responsible, and we're rapidly bringing those people before the courts and holding them to account.
Just 2 final questions. I know you've got to go. Is it cheaper to get the police helicopter down here than it is to hire a commercial helicopter?
Oh, look, I haven't really got right into the dollar and cents and all that. As you know, we do use a local helicopter from time to time. It's a more rapid deployment if some critical incident is emerging. What I will say is the Eagle helicopter is actually a national resource for the whole country to use, and we do see that in different places from time to time. And we asked for assistance from that, and they agreed to that. To send that resource down to us for a short period of time, and then we may well bring it back during the course of this operation. Because what we do know is sometimes this offending can be persistent, but we want to get on top of it as quickly as we can, and that resource is going to help us do that.
Tony, will this or could this operation be extended beyond the 2 months that you've got it here?
Well, we certainly review it as it progresses. If we think we've still got some risks to manage and it's continuing, we will entertain that about extending it. But at the moment, we're confident that we'll bring this into line quite quickly inside that 2 months.
Your staff are doing an incredible job, that's for sure. Canterbury Police District Commander Superintendent Tony Hill, thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
No, thank you.